Long ago, before the first Roman sandal ever touched the green sod of Britain, sat an abandoned city of lichened stone. Its heaping piles of scattered bricks cast shadows across the fields that no farmer dared touch, and old pilgrim roads were sure to avoid. "Who lived in those ruins, Papa?" children would ask their fathers when they first saw its irregular mounds protruding in the distant fields. Was it a great city once? One that rivaled Rome or Lutetia? But the fathers with their mustached faces would grimace at the mention of the broken place. No one alive can tell you that, I'm happy to say. It's not the type of area one should go nosing around in. Men who try to salvage its stones for their buildings report the queerest things. Too many strange accounts about the properties of those stones. They're no good for building and are capable of mischief. Queer things. No good at all for building with. All the fathers would mutter their disapproval of the topic with many such inelegant murmurs, but the children never understood and would press further. What kind of queer things? The stones shift as if they had their own will? As if they hated the idea of being repurposed? Almost like no stone could bear the idea of being part of a new edifice. At night, these rocks would remove themselves from where the builders placed them, and by morning they would be halfway across the field, like a turtle lumbering steadily back to its home, you see. Buildings would collapse with the missing supports gone. Within a day or two, the stone would be back in its original place, and we would be picking up the pieces of our own ruins. The stones would just get up and move on their own. How? Yes, I've seen it myself more than once, but it isn't something to marvel at. They performed other strange things too. The stones speak if you listen closely. Papa, what is a stone's voice like? Aye, nobody knows if it is the stone's voice or if it trapped the voices of speakers from ages past. My father's people believed the stones were simply remembering the conversations they'd heard in the halls they once formed, that they were simply whispering them back to us. Voices long silenced live on in those stones, he said. I want to hear the stones speak, the children would inevitably reply, but this too was met with their father's shrugs. Won't do you any good. Stone tongue is impossible to understand. Maybe a language from the past or from a different realm, but one unknown to us either way. Do you see? It's meaningless noise really. Still not deterred, the children often pressed on. Then I should like to see a stone move. I've never seen a walking stone before. Could I have one placed by my mat so I can get up with it in the night and ride it into the fields on its slow journey? How can you ask such a thing of me? The fathers would bark. Those ruins are miserable and deserve their isolation. Nothing good comes of their remains, and the sooner the whole place is buried and forgotten, the better. But the children were never satisfied and would look at the ruins' jagged profile with wonder. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting folktale stories. Thank you.